I'm saying that there's a difference when people claim Israel is occupying. There's a difference between occupying territory and occupying people.
Through the checkpoint. Chaim Mailsman here in Shiloh, in Judea and Samaria. Some call it the West Bank. This place is a place of conflict. But I want to first tell you, check out our Facebook Live. We're seeing God's fulfilling prophecies. Jeremiah 31:5. They will plant grapes in Samaria again. We're going to be going today along the wall. Some call it the apartheid wall of terror. Some call it the security barrier. And we're going to be meeting Palestinians, and we're going to tell you our stance on the conflict.
Who's to say what's right and what's wrong? So the fact that Israel has rights on the land, and I think Israel does have rights on the land, does not say that Israel will have rights over people. You can't say that there's no occupation. You can say that there's no occupation of land. There is occupation over the people right now who do not get equal rights. And that should be treated either by a two-state solution, either by full annexation, or just any other creative way that you can think of.
We not only go to the settlements we just went to of Jewish people, we also go to Arab refugee camps for the 1948 war. We're here in Hawara. You see the sign says US Aid. Well, Obama aid has actually come and helped fix a brand new road. Woo! We're here in Judea and Samaria. Some call it the West Bank, right next to the Ministry of Education, and we're going to go meet somebody. Is it hard to run your shop? Is it good for business here?
Yeah, it's half and half. Not good, not good.
We need to support these guys here in Judea and Samaria. There are Arabs, there are Muslims, there are Jews. We need to work together. Now, do you say that there will be peace?
Peace, yes. I want to peace.
Are you angry at Israel, happy with Israel?
Half and half.
Is Israel, do you like living in Judea and Samaria?
Please, I'm not understand.
Do you like to live here next to in Israel, or you rather live Lebanon, or rather live somewhere?
We want separate.
Separate.
We are
two-state.
Freedom. We want freedom.
Two-state solution is good, or one-state solution?
Yes. One state. Palestine state.
You are Christian or Muslim?
I am Muslim.
Muslim.
Yes.
Okay. This road leads to Area A under the Palestinian Authority. Entrance for Israeli citizens is forbidden. Hey, I'm standing here next to Chen, and we're on the next to Tapuach Junction, and he's been standing out here guarding in the sun. How is it to guard?
לא קל, לא פשוט פה לעמוד באזור ובגזרה.
It's not easy to guard, he says, in this area.
אנחנו גאים פה לשמור על כל התושבים שגרים פה ביישובים.
There's lots of different settlers and settlements that I guard.
וגאים להיות חלק מצבא הגנה לישראל.
It's a pleasure to serve in the army of Israel. Do you think that there can be peace with the Palestinian, the Arab refugees from the 1948 war, and with the Jews? אתה חושב שיכול להיות שלום בין הפלסטינאים לבין היהודים?
אני מאמין וחושב שיכול להיות שלום, השאלה מתי זה יהיה.
I think there can be peace. The question is when. This is Mount Gerizim, the Mount of Blessing, where the tribes were blessed by Joshua. Here we are standing with our long-term friend Nir Levi over in Mount of Blessing, Mount Gerizim, and the Mount of Blessing Winery, which is phenomenal, let me tell you. So you just did an interview with Bloomberg Journalism. What is the role of the media here in this conflict?
I tell you, the media, basically, to have a good story is always against Judea and Samaria, about the settlements in Judea and Samaria, about us maybe harming our fellow Palestinians or not, having the right attitude. In 1967, the IDF conquered by law and, in fact, by all the Arab nations around, And we had to run ourselves until the Jordan Valley. The origin from this BDS or boycott is really anti-Semitism. We have to call it by its name. So let's not cover it up with all kinds of nice talks about boycotts and about, you know, just, okay, let's put a signature or kind of a sticker on your product. This is apartheid, this is anti-Semitism, this is to put somebody in a shadow in a place. It should not be, should not be.
Right. We need to come and support this. We need to help the Palestinians. We need to help and shine the love of God we feel to work this land of Israel. See you next time on the Mount of Blessing. The smallest community on the planet. To the best of my knowledge, this is smaller than any ethnic community. It's only about 500 families. Some of them live in Holon, near Tel Aviv, and the rest live right here on the Mount of Blessing in Judea and Samaria. We're going to see how they actually, 3 times a year, still do the sacrifices like they would have done in the time of the Bible. Hey, behind me is the place where Jacob bought land, but you'll see they have a mall down there. They've got a university down there. Some of the houses are nicer. The one up on the hill is a nicer Palestinian refugee house. We're going to go and check it out. These disputed territories, you'll see behind me barbed wire. And the thing is Islam is now controlling this area, but Isaiah prophesies about a time in Isaiah chapter 19 where Egypt and Assyria and Israel will be 3 in business partnership. We believe that peace is right around the corner. Looking over biblical Shechem, where Jacob bought land. There's a monument of that right now. Of course, now they call it Nablus, Neapolis. Hadrian gave it that new name. Just below me is Joseph's tomb. It's a little white dome right there. You remember he had his bones carried into the promised land. Over here we see Mount Ebal, and we are standing on the Mount of Blessing. Moses says, guys, Joshua, when you come through this little valley, make sure that you read out the blessings on the Mount of Blessings of the Torah, and make sure you read out the cursings on where Joshua made his altar over on the Mount of Cursing, Mount Ebal. Down there is where the first refugee camps ever were made. There was 500,000 at that time. Inside the city of Nablus now, which is Area A, technically, right now. We're going to the ivory palace of King Ahab and Queen Jezebel. Have any guys, Ephraim, I'm changing it up for you. You haven't been here, have you? To the left side of this wall, inside here, is the Shavet Zion settlement, which means that they have returned to Zion. They've made Aliyah, that's what the Shavet Zion means. And we're actually on the Palestinian side of the wall, in Area A, inside Nablus. Oh, look at that. Ephraim, look at this. This one looks so cool. Unity. I'm standing here in the ivory palace of King Omri, where King Ahab later took over with Queen Jezebel. I mean, they were worshiping Baal here. They separated the northern kingdom from Judah. And that's disunity. You know what happened? The opposite of Aliyah. They were carried away into captivity. But you know what? God brought them back, and I'm talking about a serious unity, Jew and Arab, together in this time. Hey, I'm with my buddy Iham. I have a question for you. This was once Israel. Should it be Palestinian now or Israeli?
This now you have you have a story of Palestinian and you have for Israeli and many story. But in the all of tourists is coming. You see here for Palestinian and Israeli.
For both?
For 2.
Yeah.
Yes,
I like that.
Anybody is want to coming here for Palestinian and Israeli, not for Israeli one and not for Palestinian.
Yes.
For 2.
For 2. I like it. Come to this side. Come to this
You mean
side.
Israelite?
Like the lion here, and then this. You have the exact thing that you see like in the Bible here with holding the figs and the harvest, first fruits.
If you want to go down
So this
there,
is the one I wanted to go
and
in.
down the picture.
Yeah, this is the one I wanted to see. If you see in here, you'll notice the actual tomb, and down here is where I guess the servants would have been buried. Below, whoa! Who would have ever thought a tomb would be so hard to get in and out of? No pun intended. The real tomb of a king, only a super wealthy person would be able to have all of this built just for his glory. Could have been the tomb of King Omri. This is a Crusader city that along came Salah ad-Din and beat the Crusaders. They only left a few Templars behind, but he turned this into a mosque. Unity. I'm standing here in Sebastia, King Jezebel.